I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I hope you'll see something interesting in this video and that you will subscribe. It is Wednesday, August the 19th. I'm out early in the morning. The sun is coming up. But I want to show you guys something I'm getting ready to do. And that is right here. Here's some onions, green onions that I get from Whole Foods. I keep them in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks to get those roots to grow a little bit longer. And then I cut all the tops of them off. And I'm going to put these in the containers and that I'm not using at all right now, that I showed you in my last video, where I put straw in there. And that's just to keep pests and little critters out of the yard, because we do have, let me show you up here, all of these trees from the neighbors, and a lot of squirrels and birds have their home up in there. So I'm just putting some deterrent. The onion smell will keep them out. I really had a blessed season without too much insect damage. I had worms. Let's see, where were the worms? I think it was the cucumbers, and I got rid of them. And I had some aphids on my pepper plants. I shared that in a video on how I treated it. But other than that, I've been blessed. So I'm gonna plant these today and water the garden. And I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I'll come out about noonish and turn on fans. And I'll charge up this one. And let me tell you all something. This is something I completely forgot. I forgot I had remote controls to the fans. I put them up. When you become a senior citizen. And even in my younger days, I may have forgotten, so I can't blame it on senior citizen-ish. Is that a word? Senior citizen-ish? Or niche? Anyway, I ran across my remote controls this morning, and just in case I forget to bring one down when I go out, I'm gonna keep this one in this plastic container. And yeah, I'll have one that's waterproof. Although we haven't had any rain in almost 40 days. Ain't that a trip? Anyway, we just gotta roll with the punches. You can see I'm planting the onions, and I just put them down in the soil to cover up the root and about half of this white portion. And I love my fingers in the dirt and my hands in the dirt. So I just put an indentation in there and just cover it up. Let me show you another one. And in spite of it being 106 degrees yesterday, the soil is still moist. Again, it's because of the shade cloth and the fans keeping the temperature cooler. And remember, I'm going to pull these up in a few weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks at the most, when I put my brassicas in this bed. I'm going to put things that don't grow up too high, like cabbage and broccoli. And I may change my mind, but for right now, that's what I think I'm going to do. And you see these, I pulled these up in the garden. I put them in the refrigerator to see if they would sprout, and they're actually sprouting. So I'm going to plant these as well. In fact, I'll put one right here and just show you. I just put the whole bulb down in there. See? Okay. I finished one thing on my list for today. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to water them in very well. And I know sometimes I repeat myself, but I want you to get what I'm saying. Remember, these will not stay in this garden bed. Only a few of them will. They will be positioned all around the garden. Guys, my son is here today helping me in the garden. I'm gonna show you what he did. He moved that galvanized pole that was right here. I guess it's a post. And then he put the hanging baskets, because they would really too close to not getting shade. And he secured one right over there. And he got my fans hanging up better on hooks. And let me see. He moved the two hanging baskets that were right here, and he put in that shepherd's hook right here. You want to turn around and say hello?
Hello.
Oh, they'll never get your face, Andre.
What?
Because I want you to see, get his face. He's the masculine version of me. Real long like that. Okay. It's in there real good?
Yep.
Okay, so I can just zip tie it right here and zip tie this one. Can you hang these two up for me?
Where?
These two, either there or there, it doesn't matter. Or you can put them right there. That's closer, right there. Getting some of this heavy work done, guys. And it is hot out here. I'll pop the temperature in. All I gotta do on Friday, because I'm taking tomorrow off, is to straighten all this up in here. These fig trees are gonna go eventually in the ground with the two pecan trees. Here's the update on my seedlings that I'm growing for the fall and the winter. And you can see I have to now have a little water at the bottom of the container because the roots are growing through the little mesh covering that the peat pellets are in. I check them every day for germination, and when one germinates, I just put it under the light. And some of these are now getting their second set of leaves, and I put a little water in it because the light will dry them out. And right here we have some collards, getting 1 or 2 every day, a little water in the container. If you look close, you can see some of the roots. And then I have more up here, spinach and more collards and turnips and parsley and chives all across here. And the light keeps them warm. So I thought I'll pick one up so you can see what I'm talking about. The roots are growing through the mesh covering of the peat pellet. And if you let it dry out and not get any water, it'll start dying off. And I'm praying that I'll be able to get all of these planted in my garden beds and my containers around the 2nd week or 3rd week in September, depending on how the weather is. I hope the temperatures get below 100 degrees and then they'll go out. It is Thursday, August the 20th. It's currently 12:30. I'm just getting in from my dialysis treatment. It is 100 degrees, but the high temperature is going to be 105 today. On the way home from dialysis, I stopped by my favorite nursery, Callaway's, because I saw a sign when I passed by there. They had fall plants on sale for 20% off. So I went in and, just to look. Because you guys know I grow almost everything from seeds unless I can get a good deal. I got 2 plants. I'll show them to you. These right here. I got 1 cherry tomato plant and 1 parsley plant. And I had planned to start parsley seeds. But I said, well, I already stopped and went inside. And since this will mature in 65 days, I decided to go ahead on and get it. But I thought I'd share that with you in case you have a Callaway's in your area. I know they're prevalent in North Texas, and I have a lot of subscribers in the North Texas area. Check them out. I'll probably drop this video maybe Saturday. So, yeah, if you can get a good sale, why not? It's Saturday. I'm just getting home from my dialysis treatment, and I'm going to show you where I planted that little cherry tomato right there. And I'm going to show you where I planted the parsley right here with the onions. And let me give you an update on my radishes, the breakfast radishes, and the beans. Beans are doing lovely. I don't have to water these every day anymore because they have grown up to about 6 inches like I told you, but I will put a little water on the radishes. To see one of them leaning over right there. And that's all I'm going to do today. Okay, I am back in the house now while it It's very hot outside. I will put the exact temperature when I finish taping this, and it's much cooler inside. And I just want to tell you that always be an advocate for your own health. I had an elevated blood pressure because my kidneys was constantly overworking my heart and other vital organs to get rid of the fluid. And you may have noticed that I've lost a significant amount of weight, but it really wasn't weight that I lost, it was fluid. And I want to tell you that I take a blood thinner every night because I have AFib. So what happens when you have polycystic kidneys? I didn't get the kidney disease from diabetes or high blood pressure. I inherited from my father. So I had thoroughly done my research for decades, and I tried to lower my blood pressure, of course, with medication and with home remedies like the hibiscus tea. But my blood pressure still stayed elevated. And once I accepted that I had to go on dialysis treatments because of shortness of breath and chronic fatigue, once I started dialysis, the blood pressure automatically lowered and I got off of 6 medications a day. I still, however, drink the hibiscus tea. But that damaged my heart. I have a condition called AFib. I think it's called AFib fibrillation, something like that. It's a rapid heartbeat. But here's the good news. Since I started dialysis and I get my blood filtered 3 times a week for 4 hours, I don't have a rapid heartbeat like I used to have. It's still there, but nothing that requires surgery. Isn't that wonderful? God is good all the time. So I do excessively bleed when they take the needles out of my arms. So to help myself, I bought this elbow brace. And because sometimes I could be walking out and I'll start bleeding, even though we've waited a long time for the blood to clot, between 20 and 25 minutes. And every now and then I get a smart aleck dialysis technician that tells me that they know how to make it stop without me being sitting in a chair for so long. And they want to put a clamp on it and hold the other, and I bled even worse. So now, because I am stronger and wiser, because I've been going to dialysis for about 14 months, I tell them, no, that won't work, and this is what we need to do. I'm telling you guys this to make sure that you become an advocate for your own health in any situation that you may have. And I have a son who went on dialysis in his 40s, and he had the fistula put in his arms 5 years before he had to go on dialysis. And I refused to let him do it to me. I just kept resisting and resisting until my energy level was so low and the kidney function had dropped so low that I knew I needed to have it done. And so that's when I went on it. I hope I'm not going on too much excessively, but I want to help people. I know that's my mission in life. So that's why I'm telling you this. And I want you to know that the clue to you winning the hibiscus seeds that I put in my short is answer this question. Do hibiscus seeds need to go through a stratification process with cold weather? And can you, part A, this is part B, can you start them without them going through the cold stratification process? All right. Thank you all so much for watching. You know that I love you and God loves you too. One more thing. I had several people to tell me they missed my singing in the garden. So I'm just going to do one verse of this song and I'll put it at the end of the video. And you can stop now if you don't want to hear me. If you don't want to hear no 72-year-old woman that used to sing real good until she had thyroid surgery. You can cut it off now. But I'm going to try to sing a little bit. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of God discloses. Moses, and he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Please say a prayer for everybody in Northwest Indiana that had a severe storm equivalent to a hurricane. Last week, some of them, including my relatives in Gary, Indiana, are still without power. Pray for them. Thank you. Bye now.